This broadcast will start in 15 seconds. This broadcast will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, The Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
This morning we are trying something new. We have a special feature. We have a dog here from Delta Humane Society, and I'm going to give it to Kim Lopez Mendoza, who's our technician at Delta Humane, and she's going to tell us about herself, Delta Humane, and Charlotte. Take it away, Kim.
Hi, I'm Kim. I've been with the Humane Society for almost 10 years. And I brought Charlotte today. She's about 8 years old. She's a Staffordshire Terrier Pit Bull. She's very sweet, very friendly, very affectionate, loves to give kisses.
And she loves to sit in your lap and cuddle with you, which is so cool.
She loves being in kiddie pools in the summertime. She loves being with other dogs, sharing, well, she doesn't really like sharing her toys, but she loves dog toys, blankets. She loves her whoopies in the wintertime. She's just a great dog. She's really sweet. Right now we have her going on our senior special for $60. And I believe actually Lance McCann is sponsoring her adoption fee. So her adoption fee would be waived if anybody was interested in her. She's already spayed. Her vaccinations are up to date. She's been dewormed and microchipped.
Awesome.
Everything's pretty much done to her. She's ready to go home.
How does someone contact you if they're interested in Charlotte?
You can give us a call at 209-466-0339.
Awesome. And where is Delta Humane located?
Our address is 4590 South Highway 99. We're on the east side of the freeway, so we're on the frontage road.
And
Stockton.
What are the hours of adoption?
We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 4.
Awesome. So hopefully we will find a loving home for Charlotte today. She really is a very sweet dog.
She is.
All right. Thank you, Kim, so much for coming out today and bringing Charlotte. She's adorable.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
All right. Yay, let's find Charlotte her forever home for Christmas.
Yes, let's get her home.
All right, and with that, I'm going to start our regular show. I am so honored to have with me today Olga Rodriguez, who is the executive director of Haven of Peace, and they are an amazing facility. I'm going to let Olga tell you all about them and how long you've been with Haven.
Well, first and foremost, I want to give Julie thanks for allowing me to be on her show. It's just really great to be back and be able to share with her, as well as the community, about Haven of Peace. Haven of Peace has been in existence for 59 years.
Wow.
But we were born from the Gospel Rescue Mission.
Yay, something near and dear to my heart.
Exactly. And, we have been family before the Haven existed. So we've been very blessed that we were born out of the Gospel Rescue Mission and been in existence for 59 years. We're located actually in French Camp, 7070 South Harlan Road. And we cater and we work with all women and children. It's a shelter for women and children. And these women are coming from different walks of life. They're coming because of domestic violence, substance abuse, mental issues, prison, jail. Many have lost their homes due to not having income to continue to pay their homes. Others because of fire. And so as you can see, there's a variety of reasons why these women are there. So Haven of Peace have embraced each of them, letting them know that this is their home until they're able to be on their feet again.
And I love that you call it a home. And when you walk in, it really is like a home. It's unlike any other facility that I've been in. It's warm, it's welcoming, and to me, that's really important because these women, as you mentioned, are struggling with many different issues, and they need support to be able to move up out of their situation.
Yes. Well, you know, we can't do it by ourselves. And you have been a major supporter of the Haven. And, you know, on behalf of all the women and children, I want to thank you. And just the way you have, the community has embraced the Haven for many, many years. We could not do it without that community team effort.
Yes.
It takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to embrace these women and children and let them know that we care. And it's not a one-man show. It's an effort of everyone gathering together and embracing each woman and each child that is entering. Because as you guys know, our homeless population has increased drastically. And so what we need is to expand. And I'm hoping, my vision is that one of these days we're able to expand the Haven so that more we are able to receive and help more families come in because of their needs.
That would be amazing. So talk about how many women are usually there and children, how long they're there, and the services that you offer and the skills that they gain.
Okay. So at this time, we have 35 women and children. It varies from day to day because we have those that are there for maybe one day because maybe a family member decided, you know, I'm going to bring this person in, my family member in. They can be there. It's a 2-week shelter, but these women are able to stay between 3 and 6 months, depending on where they're at, what the achievement that they're receiving, because each of them come with different needs. So we try to cater to these needs. And again, because it's not about only us, we're teaming with other agencies, other shelters, other entities that are providing services to them. It's about connecting them to these resources that they're needing to become self-sufficient, to be able to get back on their feet. So it's just a blessing to have other entities participate in their life so that they can fulfill exactly what they are in need of. So just having them at the Haven is not only there's classes that are provided at the Haven, such as nutrition classes, budgeting classes. We're helping them as well with saving their money. We do have a case manager, and that is a blessing to have the case manager there because she is the one that works with them and providing them the information that they're in need of so that they can go out and get those resources needed.
And you have an amazing computer center also, which I was so impressed with, and I love that you're teaching them job skills and how to do an interview and resume preparation.
Yes, it's really, we're very blessed with that computer lab. They go in there, they have mock interviews as well, and they're looking for jobs online, applying online for these jobs. And it's just really great when they say, guess what, Miss Olga, I have 3 interviews this week, and I get so excited for them.
It's exciting. You're changing their lives. It's awesome. And opening doors.
So it's amazing. And then the icing on the cake is when they say, we got the job. Oh, my God. It's just amazing just to see, where they started and, where they're heading. And it's just amazing. But, again, it's all about working together and encouraging, supporting, enhancing, and giving that extra love that, letting them know that they're cared for, there's that support, and that we're there for them.
Awesome. And how long have you been there?
Well, this year I celebrated my 4th year, so I have 4 years, 2 months.
And you're amazing. And in the time that you've been there, I know the facility has really been transformed. You've gotten a lot of renovation to happen, which is great. Go back and you alluded to the fact that you work with many other organizations. Let's give a shout out to some of those organizations and talk about how those other organizations partner with you to help the women and children.
Okay. Before I do that, I want to give God thanks first. I want to give the Lord the glory, because he is the one that touched the hearts of all of those that were part of that renovation and continues to be part of the renovation of the Haven. It wasn't me. It was God touching the hearts of all of the ones that said yes to the vision that I had of improving the Haven. So I want to give God thanks for that.
That's
I want to
beautiful.
give also thanks to all of those that contributed to those major changes that happened at the Haven. So we're very blessed. We're very blessed to have had those that have said yes and those that are continuously saying yes to improve the lives and give that hope to these women. So when we talk about the other organization, Gospel Rescue Mission is one of the first I want to mention, because they have been generous. Their family, they have always been family. They always will be family, because they have supported the Haven in so many different ways, and I could not thank them enough. So they're one of them. When we talk about other entities, we work with all of the other shelters, because
Great.
when we're full, we call each other. They call us, we call them. Especially when, we do not have any beds. And so we're trying to make sure that if there's a bed in any of the other shelters, we're able to say, hey, you need to go right away. And so, and we call them. So that team effort that we spoke about earlier is just amazing, because we were able to help someone in need. Mental health is another one. As I shared with you, we have many women that are coming into the shelter with mental issues. So we're very concerned, especially when they're talking about, unfortunately, taking their life. We are contacting the mental health immediately, because we want to make sure that they're safe and they're getting the treatment that they're needing. So in many occasions, we have had to call mental health, and thank the Lord, they have come and they have taken them, giving them the care that they need.
Wonderful.
So it's just really amazing. So again, it's just the community working together, supporting each other, making sure that everyone is taken care of the best way that each entity is able to do that with their expertise.
Awesome.
So it's really a blessing just to be able to team up with this wonderful community that we have here that is looking out for each other.
And you're right near County Hospital.
Oh, yes. And, now that you say that, we're even blessed with the hospital, because we have women also that are coming pregnant to the Haven, and actually they go to the hospital right around the corner, have their babies, and the baby's first home is Haven of Peace. So as they leave the hospital, these babies are coming in to the Haven brand new, and everyone wants to just spoil them to death, and it's just amazing. It's always a great feeling to have the babies come in.
The hope for our future.
Yes. So to have the Haven be the baby's first home, it's very special.
Awesome. Awesome. And I believe you also partner with United Way as well.
Oh my goodness, United Way. What can I say? I cannot say enough about United Way. They are also have been, my goodness, the supporters of the Haven for many, many moons before I even got there. A blessing to the Haven.
Awesome.
They have touched the life of so many, not only the Haven, but so many other entities, other organizations So we
Throughout
cannot,
our whole county.
Yes, we cannot, do without the United Way. We need to keep them forever.
Yes.
Yes.
And I want to give a special shout out to a personal friend, Andy Prokop,
Yes.
who is going to be retiring, and Kristen Birdwhistle is now coming on board as the new CEO, and I am proud to be a board member now.
Well,
of United Way, which is an
congratulations.
awesome organization.
Well, you're going to do wonders. You always do. So I am very proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. And what about the food bank? Where does your food come from?
Well, we're very blessed that our food comes from many different organization entities, donations from the community. The food bank is we partner with them as well.
Awesome.
We also Second Harvest is another
Awesome. Another amazing organization.
Yes. Family members from the community.
Great.
Other organization entities that the web is another one. Just from really all over the place.
And I think Grace and Mercy might also bring some items. My friend Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl, she's fabulous. The post office as well. Our neighbors
All right.
of the post office.
Wonderful.
They have also contributed. So as you can see, it's from many different sources. So I just have to thank every single entity, organization, agency, community members, the churches. Has
Wonderful.
been amazing.
Any particular ones you want to give a shout out to?
I am going to give a shout to all of them because if I do one, I would not do justice.
All right.
So for all the churches, I want to give them thanks. They have been, because as you know, we are a faith-based organization, and they're the ones that actually, we had 13 churches come together.
Wonderful.
To actually get the Haven of Peace standing.
Wonderful.
So,
I didn't know that. That's
yes.
awesome. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's huge.
So that's how it was formed, by 13 churches.
Wonderful.
So they have been the foundation
Wonderful.
of the Haven. So I have to shout out to all of the churches that has been part of the Haven for 59 years. Each
Wonderful.
of them have made a major contribution. They continue to be a major contributors of the Haven. They have come on, some of them come on Sundays to take those that would like to go to church. We have Bible studies as well throughout the week that is happening. They come and they do little activities and events for the children as well as the adults. So their contribution is endless, and they have to see the ladies grow spiritually. It's such an amazing blessing. Many of them have received the Lord Jesus Christ in their life.
Awesome.
To see that happen as well. So again, God is working. It's working, and we pray that He just continues to bless all the women and children that comes through the Haven, and for those that are to come in the future as well.
And the need is so great. And you
Yes.
talked about how at times the different shelters will contact each other
Yes.
depending on space available. And I'm excited because you and I have talked many times, but I haven't heard you talk about expanding the number of women that you're able to help. And that would just be phenomenal. One thing to me, again, about how beautiful the facility is, it's one of the few facilities that I know of that doesn't have a huge gate around it. And the women can leave if they choose to.
Yes, they do. Yes. It's free will. It's free will. We embrace each one that comes in. But if they feel that they need to leave, they're very free to do so. It's all about what they're going through. It's all about the crisis that they're in, and our goal is to be able to meet those needs as much as we can. I think that's the reason it's so important for, as an organization, for everyone to, because whatever we don't have, another organization would be able to provide those services to them, and educating them about where to go, who to speak to, really helps them get to the next level. So it's really teamwork.
Let's go back and talk about the children. So what happens with the children during the day, depending on how old are they? What do you offer them? Where are they when their moms might be in class and things like that?
Well, one of the things that, because of the different age groups that we have for the children, many of the children goes to school. And we are, again, blessed with a school right down the street that they're able either to walk or, for those that have transportation, be able to just drive them. But really, it's walking distance to the
Great.
school. So the majority of the children are going to school. Then we have those moms, we have moms that do work. And so they have their babysitting arrangement made, which they take their children to the babysitter early in the morning so that they can go to work. So the only ones that I would say many of the women that are staying, the children are basically not there during the day until it's time to come home from school or from the babysitter or whoever. So the children's situation is taken care of. Many times the moms have to go, they have visits with their children because they do not have their children with them there. So they work with their social worker and things like that.
Okay. And you do have a big play area for the kids, which is
yes.
great, and,
Yes.
and lots of toys, which is
Yes,
great.
yes.
You also have an amazing garden.
Oh, yes. Well, let me just share a little bit about the garden. We were blessed with the garden as well. And we have the teachers come out to teach them how to prepare their foods. So the teachers teach them how to plant the different vegetables, and whatever it is that they're growing, they pick it and they cook it at the Haven.
That's awesome.
So how to prepare these different, vegetables that they're growing. We had strawberries this year, and so they were picking all, and they were very sweet. Let me share that with you. I was like, they told me, taste it, Miss Olga, and I tasted, I said, wow. They were very good. So yes, we have a garden, and whatever it produces, it's cooked for their dinner.
Great.
At the Haven as well.
And it's a beautiful garden. It's fairly large, which is really nice. Yeah, your facility is just it's phenomenal. It's amazing. So earlier you talked about different organizations that have helped you and make it possible for the Haven to do what it does. Let's talk about your fundraisers, because I know you have several events throughout the year.
Yes. Well, we're finalizing, our Super Bowl fundraiser, which we will know who the grand winner is this Thursday. So if you're
coming up fast.
Yes, coming up really fast. Today is Tuesday already. So if you're in need of any tickets, I have tickets. You're very welcome to call the Haven. So you have today and tomorrow.
Let's give that information. How do they reach you? How do they reach the Haven?
Just call 982-0396, and if you can come pick up your tickets. Since it's, I would say before we can mail you the tickets if you mail us a check, but since it's right around the corner, you'll have to come pick up the tickets.
And how much are the tickets?
$100.
And the tickets not only are a chance to win Super Bowl tickets, but there's lots of other cash prizes.
Yes.
And many of the nonprofits do this every year.
Every year, yes.
As a major fundraiser.
Yes, we have 32 agencies actually selling tickets. So, please feel free to call today, tomorrow. We have tickets available, and we would love to hear from you.
Awesome. And do you have a website that people can check out?
Yes, it's. I will have to give you that website. Memorize www.SJ. I need to find that really quick.
We'll find that.
Yes.
We'll keep talking about something else.
Okay.
What do you see? I know you mentioned that a lot of the women are going through many things. And what do you see as some of the biggest barriers as they are trying to improve from their situation?
Many of the barriers is education. I think that is one of the key components of their barrier, not having transportation. Many of them
Yes, many of them do not have transportation. Um,
How about how they feel about themselves, and how do you work with them to gain confidence?
the fact that the majority are coming with the sense of hopelessness is a key component. I think that's one of the things that we try, that encouragement, giving them that support and letting them know that they can do it. You know, it's so important. They haven't heard that before, many of them.
Sad. That's really sad.
Yes, and the love that is not there, that they never received, is very sad. And so our goal is to make sure that they know they can do it. Support, encouragement, words that are uplifting to them, letting them know, and they're baby steps that we have to take. I mean, when we were born, we weren't born walking, so it's just, you know, creeping, and to see the growth as we support them and to see where they have where they have reached is just amazing. I say they graduated because they came without that hope. They came hopeless, and they're leaving with hope. They're leaving with jobs. They're leaving with savings. They're leaving with their own apartments.
And you supply them with things for their apartments also.
And we do that, yes. They give us a list, actually, and then we provide them with whatever we have on their list. We give it to them. And
Kitchen supplies.
Bedding, if we have the furniture that they're asking. They already know what we have, so they will say, can I have this, can I have that? But they make their little list, and then we just provide them with the things that they're needing, as well as we give them a box of for a whole week of food as well.
Great.
So yeah, so they can have a little supply, so that, you know, they're beginning. So whatever we have, we share with them so that they can take with them.
Awesome. And what about afterwards? Once they've left, do they still connect with you?
They do. They come back and they share their stories with the others.
Great.
Building the esteem of others and letting
Great.
them know, if I could do it, guess what? You can do it as well.
That's awesome.
So I just love that.
That's huge.
Yes. They share their stories, and we have had that situation over and over and over, and they will say, can I come back? Can I share my story before they leave? And I said yes. So there is a unique story for each person. What they're starting to do now is, before they leave, they're leaving me their letters stating what the Haven has done for them.
Oh,
And
that's beautiful.
So I'm keeping a binder with their stories.
Wonderful.
Because to me, I want to cherish that. And I tell them, can I share these stories? And they said yes. And I said, I won't say your name, but I would love to do that. And there's
Beautiful.
so many stories that I'm going to be able to share with others, and share with, as well, with the ones that are coming in that are feeling hopeless. Share these stories about, guess what? When you leave, I would love you to share your stories so that I can read them to the rest of your family members that, you know, you never met, but you're impacting in their life.
That's awesome. And I was going to ask you, I know a lot of the other organizations will hire or have volunteers that have gone through the program just for that reason, because they understand what the people are going through.
Right. Well, you know, we just hired one of the moms. She was featured in the San Joaquin magazine in November.
All right.
So the Haven is in that magazine, and she is one of the mom that is a success story in that magazine, and we hired her not too long ago.
Awesome.
So it was just great to see her growth. She was one, and her story is just so unique. She didn't think she was going to make it, and she, with God's grace, one of her touched me, because she said, you know, Miss Olga, when I got here, I didn't know anything about the Lord. My family never spoke about the Lord. And I got here, and my life has been changed because I got to meet the Lord. I got to get to know who He is. I'm able to introduce Him to my children now.
Wow.
I got my children back. You know, I'm talking to my family about the Lord, and it has impacted And, you know, before she was hired, she was bringing her children to the Haven to volunteer at the different events. It's just amazing. It's just amazing
That's
to see the
awesome.
growth of these wonderful women.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And there, to me, the phenomenal part is that these are women that society has forgotten about.
Yes.
And you are nurturing them and helping them become pivotal members in society. You're transforming their lives,
Yes.
which is huge. And I love that a lot of them are developing a relationship with God that they haven't had, and that helps to give them hope and keep them steady,
Yes.
which is phenomenal. Let's go back to, we talked about the raffle tickets, but
Yes.
you also usually have a crab feed and a
Yes.
pancake breakfast.
Yes.
Let's talk about all those things, and then I also want you to touch on how can the community help you, what you need besides financial donations, if there's items that people can donate or if you need volunteers.
Okay. So you're right. The crab feed is in February. I would love to invite the entire community to our crab feed. It's going to be at the end of February 2019. It's coming up really quickly. We also have the pancake breakfast, and that's usually during the summertime that we have those. We have also a chicken dinner. Yes,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, so that is during the summertime as well. So little fundraisers that we have, but very important. We have so much fun as we do them.
And you have a newsletter also.
A newsletter that goes out. Yes.
How can people get on the mailing list for the newsletter?
I would love you guys to call the Haven, and if you could, provide us with your email, would be great.
Awesome.
So that we can. What we are trying to do is update everybody's information and email. We're trying to get a list of emails so that we can email you the letters. That would
Great.
be much better.
And what's the phone number again?
982-0396.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
And also, I would like to give you the website, which is
I'll get it back.
yes, it's Haven Peace Inc. Haven of Peace Inc.com. Haven of Peace Inc.com.
All right.
Okay.
And then let's talk about how can community members help you. Obviously, you're always looking for financial donations.
Yes.
Are there other things that people can contribute, and do you need volunteers?
Okay, so financial donations are key. Okay, that keeps the bills paid. So yes, financial donations are excellent. But as the women are coming in to the shelter, they have to wash all of their clothing because, as you know, many of them are coming from the streets. And so we're constantly in need of cleaning supplies,
Clothing, I'm sure.
the dishwash,
Dish soap?
dish soap, Clorox for disinfecting, for one, what's it, the 401?
409.
449. But what they call it, the soap to wash your clothes, the majority says HE. The machines are no longer taking a lot of the old-fashioned powder. It has to be HE, otherwise the machine won't take it. So soap to wash your clothes is very important. We're always short. Toiletries as well. Toilet paper is key when you have 35 people daily going to the bathroom several times a day. Toilet paper is a key component because when I have people knocking on my door, there's no toilet paper. I have to be very creative to go get some. So that is so important, right? So thank you. I want to thank all the donors that are always remembering us in those things. So cleaning supplies is key for that we're in need. These are things that we're in need of constantly. And then volunteering.
We always need volunteers. So please call 982-0396 if you would like to volunteer. We would love to have you. If you can share with us what your expertise, what classes would you like to give to the ladies, or activities that you would like to have with the children. That would be
That's
perfect.
huge. That's
you know?
awesome, especially this time of year.
Yes.
We want to make sure that the children all feel that they're cared about and special
Right.
and important in our
Right.
community.
And then we have a schedule. A schedule is made because we want to, give that opportunity to everyone that is able. Sometimes, we're booked. Maybe the timing that you have, maybe someone else has that slot. So we try to work with everyone that would like to volunteer. So sometimes some people have to wait a little longer so that whoever was there before can finish their timing and things like that. So just calling and letting us know what you would like to do would be great.
Awesome. And do you have any kind of a wish list for the children, especially for Christmas? And what about like gloves and scarves and
yes.
socks and
Well, with the change of weather, definitely all of those things, we're not picky. You know what? We're just grateful. We're grateful
I love that.
for whatever it is we are going to get. I think, as I shared with the ladies, we have to be appreciative of anything that anyone gives us. We need to be more grateful. Our world needs to be more grateful.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter how small it is. I think we need to appreciate. And I'm old school. My thing is, it was done from the heart. The person took the time to do it. They didn't have to. But the fact that they took that time, their valuable time, and they took their resources to go purchase whatever it is, it needs to be appreciated. And so I want to thank every single person that has contributed to the Haven. Even before I even dreamt of working at the Haven, because of you, the Haven have been open 59 years.
a long legacy?
Very
That's
long.
huge.
Yes. The fact that you took the time, doesn't matter what it is. And some people sometimes they say, but you know what, Miss Olga, I can only give $5, or I can only give $1. So what? That's something we didn't have before.
Collectively, that's huge.
It is. And so please do not feel that your contribution is small. It made a difference in someone's life that never had it before.
Yes, definitely.
And you give God thanks for that. So please, whatever it is you want to give, someone will benefit. Someone will be grateful and be able to use what you have given. So I don't like to say, oh, we want this, or we want whatever it is. Someone will benefit and will be blessed with it. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's beautiful.
On behalf of the women and the children.
That's beautiful. And going back, I know you said that there's 35 women and children there now. In a year's time, how many people are you helping?
Well, it varies from year to year. We have had, throughout, in the 4 years that I've had, the max that we have had at the Haven, one particular year was 530. And that varies. One year it could be 400, 450, 300.
That's a huge impact.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people that you're
Yes.
changing their lives and you're giving them hope.
Yes.
And they are then able to go on and do things that help them and help other people.
Yes. So that's why I have to thank you. It could not,
This would not be possible if everyone did not team up and say, I can do this, I can give that, I can volunteer, I can teach them something. You know, can you imagine how much each woman has taken with them throughout the years? And it's just beautiful when they come back and say, I want to give back.
That's
I wanna
wonderful.
do this.
And I love that you have the letters, and it's a very powerful we.
Yes.
And you talked about it taking a village, and it sounds cliche, but it's true because there's so many different components that need to come together. And as you mentioned, the need is growing.
Yes.
Any final comments that you'd like to add?
Well, I would like, first and foremost, to thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Sweet.
I
You
really
make me cry.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's you're sharing with the community about each of these different organizations that people don't know about. Many people don't know about the Haven, as well as, maybe the Women's Center or any other of these organizations. And the fact that we're educating the community because they might know someone that is in need of these services, and hopefully we do have the bed. It's very sad when we do not, and that's why the reason I would like to see in the future us grow to be able to have more beds at some point, right?
And someone listening also might have, I have a bunch of towels or gloves or something that they can bring.
Exactly. So that's one of the things. And then I just want to give thanks to every donor that participated, not only this year, but for the 59 years. I would like to wish them God's blessing for the 2019 year that is really approaching quickly, and that God will continue to guide you in the direction He wants, and for you to continue to bless others. Because as we bless others, God will bless us.
Definitely. It definitely has been my experience in my life and many others. And to me, everyone can make a difference.
Yes.
And I love what you said earlier, that it might be $1, it might be $5, and it still has a huge impact.
Amen.
It has meaning.
Yes.
And there's many different organizations in our community that are doing amazing things. And if you have a passion for helping women and children, Haven of Peace is a magnificent organization. Or if you don't have a specific category that you want to help, United Way is a great organization because they help so many nonprofits.
Exactly.
Or Delta Humane Society, Go Help Animals.
Yes.
And to me, we all then can work together to make our community amazing.
Amen. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Blessed one.
And thank you so much for being here. I love you too. And with that, I'm going to sign off before I start tearing up. I am the voice of Stockton. You are the voice of Stockton. We are the voice of Stockton. Let's make it a great day.